Здравствуйте, меня зовут Калиева Батыгос-Бурумбаевна, и это мой видеоурок курса практической фонетики, раздела об изучении интонации английского языка.
So today we have a new topic. It's called sequence of tones, and we will watch the video in order to guess the subtopic. So let's look. So here I have the video. You should watch the video and then try to guess the topic of today's lesson. What we'll speak about.
What time is it? Oh, hi, Mum. It's a bit early, isn't it?
Oh, yes, I suppose it is. Look, Ollie, I've got to ask you a really huge favour.
Slow down, Mum. I'm not awake yet.
Sorry, love. It's just that I've got a bit of a problem. I've broken down.
Hang on. You're in a desert in the middle of Australia, aren't you?
It's not exactly a desert, you know. It's called the Outback.
Mum, it's really dangerous to get stuck out there.
It's not so bad. But I need you to find someone in Alice Springs who will come and get me. Tell them that I'm about 2 hours away on the Stewart Highway, south of Alice. I can't look for information because there's no mobile coverage here and I can't get the internet.
So how are you phoning me?
On my satellite phone, of course.
What's going on? Mum isn't in trouble, is she?
Yes.
So, and as you understand, today we'll speak about disjunctive questions. So, as you know, in English, intonation is like American roller coaster. And when we speak about this kind of intonation, we should mention two types of sentences. The first one, alternative sentences. The second is disjunctive questions. Example of disjunctive question we have in the picture. You are hungry, aren't you? So, disjunctive question, or we call it differently tag questions or question tags. This type of questions consists of two parts. The first part is a normal affirmative or negative phrase, and the second part is a mini question which we put at the end of the sentence. For example, you are ready, aren't you? So, what is interesting we have about intonation of disjunctive questions? We should pay attention to the following information. If the first part is affirmative, there is a negation in the second part. But if the first part is a negation, there is a positive question in the second part. For example, you can swim, can't you? So we know how to make such questions. We should speak about some practice. We should make a disjunctive question. London is the smallest city in England. How we'll say? London is the smallest city in England, isn't it? So, what we have interesting about intonation of disjunctive question? The important thing to understand with question tags is the intonation. We have in these types of sentences two intonations. The first one is rising and the second one is falling. Let's speak more about rising intonation. So, rising intonation we use if the question is being asked because you want to know the answer, then the real question has a rising intonation. If we want to know the answer to this question, we ask this with rising intonation. For example, you like apples, don't you? My intonation is rising at the end of the sentence. And we have falling intonation. If the question is being asked because you want agreement or confirmation, then the question has a falling intonation. You don't like coffee, do you? This is falling intonation because we want to know agreement or confirmation of our question. So now we know how to form disjunctive question. We know how to use proper intonation in order the listener will understand us. And here I have 6 tasks, and we will do these tasks. So, in order to do this task, I'll need this app. With the help of this app, I will choose the best, I will choose the number of the task. Then I will write here your names. The task will be chosen randomly. Here we will write list of names. First is Alina, second is Asil, third Asiem, Елена, we have here Maria, and the last person we have is Natalia. I have here your names. I will choose these names randomly, and I will choose the tasks also randomly. So first of all, let's choose the name. But before we start, I have here the timer. You will have 6 minutes in order to do my tasks. I will write here. I will press the button when we will start making the tasks. So let's choose first of all the person. Maria. So Maria, what task will you choose? Task number 5. Task number 5 for Maria. Here I write that this is your task. I have here big task. I have here 3 questions. Your task is to choose the best answer. It's like a test. For example, John works at the new office, and I should choose. I should complete. John works at the new office. I will say, doesn't he? Because in the first part of the sentence we have a negation. That's why the second part will use a negative form. Yes? So you will do this task, but wait a minute. When other students will take the task. So next person. Asil. So the task for Asil. Task number 2. Task number 2 will be for Asil. Asil, you should complete the question. She's from a small town in China. You should complete. Isn't she? Right? And you should use rising or falling intonation, whatever you want, okay? This task will be for you. Next person. Alina. The task for Alina. Task number 4 for Alina. Alina, you should correct the mistakes. The first one, for example, they live in San Francisco, aren't they? You should correct the mistake. They live in San Francisco, don't they? Yes? So this is a work for correction. Next person, we have Asiem. Asiem, what task will you choose? Task number 2. Task number 2, Asil is doing. Task number 3. Yes, task number 3 for Asiem. Asiem, you should add question text to these statements to make questions. You come from China. How will you ask? Don't you? Yes, and you should choose proper intonation. And we have 2 tasks left and 2 persons left. Елена, task for Елена, number 6, very good. Task for Елена, number 6. You should read these questions with proper intonation. And here you have marks, as you see. We met them on holiday, didn't we? This is a falling intonation. And the second one, we met them on holiday, didn't we? This is a rising intonation, yes? So you should do these tasks. Next person. We have left. Here is Natalia. Natalia, you should read the following sentences with the proper intonation. Here I have 5 sentences and you should read it with the rising tone or falling tone, and then you should explain me why did you choose these types of intonation. So girls, let's start. You will have 6 minutes, so the time is starting now. So you should do these tasks and then we'll check it together. So while you will do these tasks, here I have this app, random app. This app we use to measure the noise. This noise can be maximum. If it will be that. Yes? Okay, very good. Now we have done this task. Our time is limited. So girls, you will present your answers, and for this task I will give you points. Okay? So now I want you to choose the light. Which light will you use? How will you assess this lesson? Red means is not okay, yellow means so, and green means well done. So how will you assess my lesson? Give me feedback. Did you like it or not? Okay? Yellow, red or green? Which one? Which one will you choose? Of course, green. Okay, so I hope that you understand how to use this intonation of disjunctive questions. I hope you know how to form these disjunctive questions, and we'll meet at another lessons. Thank you. Goodbye.